Hi there, and welcome to Friday's online workout. You've made it through the week. We're down to our last workout for this week, and we've got something that it reads a little complicated, but it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. What we have are 6 rounds. They're 5-minute rounds, but they're 4-minute AMRAPs, so you're going to get a minute's rest in between each round. And what we're doing first is we're going to go for 4 minutes. We've got a 400-meter run followed by max effort goblet squat. This goblet squat we're going to do with the time remaining of the 4. So if it takes you 2 minutes to run the 400 meters, you will then goblet squat for the remaining 2 minutes until you hit the clock, until the clock hits 4 minutes. You'll take a rest for a minute. When the clock hits 5 minutes, you'll then start the next round. The next round will be another 4-minute AMRAP. You'll do a 400-meter run, just like we did before. And this time we're going to do max effort handstand push-ups or regular push-ups, depending on where your skill level is. We'll do the handstand push-ups or push-ups for the remainder of the 4 minutes, then we'll rest another minute. When we hit 10 minutes, we will cycle back to the first one. So we're just kind of minute 1 through 5, 6 through 10, 15, 20, and we're just kind of cycling through there until we get 6 rounds. So we'll do each of these 3 times. So for the first AMRAP, we've got a 400-meter run. By now we've established our 400-meter run distance. We'll go down and back, and we will do a goblet squat. If you've got a kettlebell, you will goblet squat with a kettlebell. I have a dumbbell today, so I'll just take this dumbbell, I'll bring it right here into the front rack position. My feet are a little wider than shoulder width. My toes are slightly turned out, and I'm bringing my knees out over my toes, bringing my hips below my knees, and then squeezing my bottom to pop back up. Just doing this in rapid succession, keeping that chest up, maintaining good posture. I'm keeping my core tight so that I don't get loose through the hips, loose through the midline, just staying up and down. And we're gonna do this for probably the better part of 2 minutes in this workout. When we get to the next section, we're gonna do the same thing. 400-meter run, down and back. We're gonna find our spot, and I will outline the handstand push-up here. All right, so for the handstand push-up, what we're gonna do this against the wall. So you'll wanna find a spot that you can do this. You can also do this at home inside of a doorway. So if you've got an exterior door that when you can come in from running and doing the jump rope, and you can do the handstand push-up in a doorway, you can just have your legs out and wide. So almost like in here, I'd have my legs, one on each side of the doorway, and I can use that to hold. For those of us that are a little taller, if you're, not those of us, those of you who are a little taller, if you can put your feet at the top of the door, that's also another good way to do this. And it actually is a little harder because you don't have the whole wall supporting you, you just have the side supporting you. So that's another option for this. But the traditional way is we're just gonna kick up to our wall, get our head and our body in a nice straight position. We're gonna lower ourselves down and push right back up. If we're doing a modified or scaled, we can do also the kick beat and push up. But what we're looking for here is to keep that body in a nice straight line. Your feet are the only thing touching the wall. Your hands are gonna be only about 3 or 4 inches away from the wall. And as much as you can, your body is in a nice straight line. You're actually pushing the ground away from you with your shoulders, keeping your core tight so that you get a nice straight body position. One of the other alternatives for this is to use a chair. So you can get a chair, put my feet up on that chair, then I'm gonna bring my hands in as much as I can comfortably. My bottom is up and high, and I will do that same push-up position, but I'm not all the way in the handstand. So this would be your intermediate. So if we're gonna look to make it really hard, we'll do it between a doorway. We can also do it against the wall, and then if we wanna scale a little further, we will do it against the chair. And then the handstand push. If you're not doing the handstand push-up, you'll be doing regular push-ups. For the push-up, we're gonna get our hands just below our shoulders. We did this yesterday. We're gonna lower our bodies as tight and straight as we can, keeping our elbows very close, pushing right back up. If we need a variant, we can start in the push-up position, go down to our knees, push, back to the starting plank position. If we need a further variant, we can just stay on our knees, down and back. And then if we need a third variant, we can come down and then kind of bring our bodies up through an arch and then reverse that back. We're essentially kind of shortening the lever to make that a little bit easier. But you'll do either the handstand push-up or the push-up for the remaining time, the remaining 4 minutes in this workout. So it's a little complicated. You might have to stop and kind of really think through, or you might write it out as round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. But you're essentially just kind of working for a full 30 minutes doing a couple of these bodyweight movements. It's the end of the week. Enjoy your weekend. See you next week.